Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is RUTUMA. Today I'm going to be showing you guys most natural makeup that I accidentally did one day, and it just looked so natural and basically corrected everything I wanted to, but didn't take to didn't make it too extreme, like it's obvious that I'm wearing a makeup. Okay, so to be clear, this is not a makeup look when you want to look flawless. This is a look I'll be wearing when I'm not trying to hide any flaws, just make my face more appealing. I guess that's the goal. First, I'm gonna clean my face with a micellar water so that if there is any dust particles, we don't want them just sitting there in our pores underneath our makeup. That's how you get clogged pores and blackheads. Next, I'm using Hyalo gel. It's basically hyaluronic acid gel. I'm taking quite a bit and lather it on my face. It's colorless and absorbs immediately. And this is about everything we'll be doing for skincare today. I don't want to use any active ingredients underneath my makeup today. Just want to keep it simple and only use the skincare that is going to hydrate my skin underneath, because I'll be mixing facial oil with my makeup later on. Next, I'm taking Derma Pan. It's from Krylon and it's in the shade DFD. It's pretty close to my skin. I'm just gonna take some of it with the help of spatula on the back of my hand, and then I'm adding this Dega Rose Serum. You see me use this all the time, and I don't know why they called it serum, but it's basically oil. For some reason, this oil just sits so well underneath my makeup, or even mixes well with any makeup, but you can use any other facial oil for this step. And of course, you don't you shouldn't be using any cooking oils like coconut oil or olive oil. Like those oil will help you take off your makeup, not keep them in place. Those cooking oils will break off your makeup. I'm going to mix it well before using it. It's now very thin, and for the most natural look, I'll be using my fingers as much as I can for today's video. Now this isn't covering my dark circles entirely, it's just making them look not so intense. You can see the difference between bare under eye and one layer of extremely sheer concealer. Now this Derma concealer is actually a full coverage, but the oil that we've used makes it sheer, and we want that for a natural look. This will also help any fine lines under my eyes. Like any other concealer will dry into somewhat powder form or like dry version of it basically, and that highlights the fine lines and basically sets into those lines. But these two products together works like some high-end hydrating foundation kind of formula. You can go again with a second layer under your eyes, but I'm gonna let this one settle for a few minutes before I do another layer. Meanwhile, I'll do spot correcting, and some acne spots are not even visible on the camera, but I assure you I have them and are only visible in person kind of way. Like they're not very dark, but I'm still going to cover them up. Since I have used so little product for spot correcting, I don't need to blend it so perfectly. It's going to be very easy because of how less of a product I'm using. I'm using silicone blender today, and just to spread and press the product properly, and this blender will not absorb any product we have put on skin. We've been putting on very little as to look natural, so I didn't want to use the normal blender. I'm going in with a second layer underneath my eyes, and I'm not going to use any powder to set this today. Look how natural it's looking. I still have dark circles, but these aren't as bad or doesn't take away the attention from my face. I mean, all of us have some degree of dark circles. It's natural, so I'm not going to completely hide it. The goal is that I want to look like I'm not wearing makeup, but still want to look a little bit better than my original self. When you're doing this kind of correction, instead of hiding any flaws with a full coverage, you'll have to make sure to pick a right shade. You can see this one is little bit darker when you match it with my body, but matches with my face, which is currently a bit tan due to either sun or diet, I'm not sure. Next, I'm taking Swiss Beauty Transfer Proof lipstick in the shade Lust On. I have swatched this on my Instagram. Do check it out if you're interested or just bored. I assure you my Instagram is way more entertaining than my YouTube. So yeah, I'm putting it on my cheekbones and my nose, and again I'll blend it with a silicone blender. Look how quickly it is settled and like how natural it's looking right now. This shade seems to really complement my skin right now. I'm loving it. Looks like I have applied too much on the nose, but I'm going to blend it with concealer, so don't worry about it. Just trust the process. Now I'm going to take a big stippling brush and dip into that concealer again. Also wipe away excess so I don't end up covering my blush or most of my skin. I want to use so little amount of concealer that it just blends the blush into my skin and doesn't look like red block on my face. Everything is just so blended and finished. I am not even double dipping into the concealer. It's all done just the way I wanted it to be. This is the shade I get when I'm cold or actually blushing, so I think that's very important that you pick a shade according to how you naturally blush instead of following any sort of trend. To make it a little monochromatic, I'm using the same lipstick for my eyes with the help of a big fluffy round blending brush like this. And the reason I'm going in with a blush shade instead of a bronzer shade over my lids like all the other beauty gurus is because I have pigmentation on my eyes, as you can see. So giving it a little reddish hue will give it an illusion of less pigmentation, I think. I'm not sure how I can explain it properly in words, but see the difference with and without. And it's not like too dark, like it's not too red on my eyes. It doesn't even look like I have applied eyeshadow. It just looks natural. For my lips, I'm using Pac Cosmetic lip liner in the shade Mauve. Again, a very similar color to my blush and my original lip shade, keeping it super natural today. I'm going back to my eyes again. I'm taking this pointed lip brush to be more precise since I'm working with a cream product. I don't want to spread it in an area more than I intended to because it's hard to blend cream product compared to a powder eyeshadow. Now I'm using this pencil brush and I'll be blending it mostly in the outer corner that fades into inner corner. Now with the Sugar Cosmetic Cream Highlighter, it is a very subtle and smooth highlighter. This shade of gold isn't so bright on my skin. Plus it is a face highlighter and not an eyeshadow. That is why it will be more subtle when applied. I'm using the same pencil brush again. I don't really care if the previous lipstick shade is on it because it's only going to blend the highlighter better. We just want this subtle gold in it. I'm going to highlight my inner corner and first of my lids very lazily. Just you don't have to be precise with it. You see, it doesn't look like you applied anything shiny, but that's just because we want it to look natural. Just compare the difference between two eyes. The first one with highlighter definitely looks better. Also, it's more appealing in real life than on camera. Camera makes anything look flat, and I could be using more product just so it will show up on camera, but I want to keep my YouTube more honest and background honestly basically as compared to Instagram. On Instagram, everyone creates content in a way that is aesthetically pleasing but not practical, so you'll find me do that on Instagram but not here. I want to be transparent and actually teach something if I can. Next I'm taking Maybelline gel eyeliner, drama gel liner, and just going to tight line, but I'm super bad at it. Look, now it's on my lens. If you know a better way to tight line, please let me know in a comment section. I was literally considering to end the video here because it was just so painful. For my brows, keeping it simple, I'm taking eyebrow pencil from Absolute New York. Brush my brows in a direction I want them to stay and then just fill in the sparse area. I'm very light handed with this. I definitely don't want a dark block brows. I removed my lens because it was just hurting so much, and this is the final look. I'm gonna keep this look for today while I watch Netflix and destroy my liver, just lockdown things. Now my face is about 2 shades darker than my body, so I'm gonna change into something else that covers the exposed neck and shoulders. Now this is how I look in direct sunlight. I went to my terrace to check how it looks in natural light, and oh my god, I love it. Can you even tell if I have any makeup on? I can't. This is exactly how it looks in real life, not just a camera. Now it's been more than 4.5 hours, but the makeup is intact. The only messy part is my lips, cause I've been eating and drinking, but that's on my lipstick, not on my concealer and facial oil combo. It's the best, I promise you. You will love it. Just please try it and let me know how you feel about it, or if even if you don't want to tell me, just try it when you're home. Lipstick on my cheeks have definitely faded, and on my eyelids it has settled into the lines, but everything else is still fine after all. Krylon Derma concealers are famous for like TV sort of makeup. It definitely stays on for 24 hours. This is it for today. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment. It's free. It costs you less than 5 seconds, but it really helps my channel. So I will see you again. Bye.